Thursday. It's a thunderous Thursday, or a throwdown Thursday, if you check out Comics Division tonight. Look at all the great people here already, along with our wrenches. Jill, the River Daughter. Hello, Dr. Jill. We've got Juliet from across the pond saying hello to me. I wish I were young. Who else is out there? And more. We have Walter Tomaszewski saying good morning, everybody. Along with John, the famous Beagle Dad. Let's see. Who else is out there in the world? There are a few more, like Davita Duckworth. Good morning. Good morning indeed. That's right. We're having a good day. We're having a good time. Oh. I'm grateful to all of you. You make each and every day a beautiful. That's right. Let's jump into the pre-thingy. Pre-thingy. That's what I'm going to call it. The pre-thingy. A lot of girls will just call that something else. Anyway. How you guys doing? Did you get a chance to watch me and Lou last night? If so, hopefully you had fun. I know we did. Greetings, friends. I hope everybody did have a good evening. We had thunderstorms. We had dust storms. We had kind of busy that you don't want to have in the middle of the night. That's what we had. So don't do that. Speaking of which, don't do that. Should be showing up next week. And I think Don't Do That will be a fun show. How about you guys? Don't do that. Don't do that. Can't do that on television. We talked about that a little bit the other day. That was kind of weird. Didn't think we'd ever talk about that on a pro show. Nickelodeon got its start because of a Canadian show that, didn't do that on television. So there you go. Let's say hi to the rest of you out there. Corporeal Being has returned on the Green Machine. It's good to see you, along with our favorite polar bear, Snortopoopa Burr. Boy, do I got a bear story for you, friend. Ms. Pick Cafe taking care of the Green Machine. La Machine. Crazy White Boy is out there, along with Frank Hamnet, because Frank's here. What's up, Frank? Scott Shook, how's it going? Morning, all. Good morning to you. And Georgia Peach is here. Everybody needs a lovely Georgia Peach. You should, well, if you can have one, you should get one. Gollum, all the greets here for the deets. All right, well, we'll deliver somewhat, probably. The beautiful Deeple over there on the Green Machine. It's great to see the beautiful Deeple, the beautiful people, and all the ships at sea. Although I don't think we have any ships at sea listening to me. But maybe, just maybe, if you happen to be on a naval vessel right now, make sure you chat. Let me know. Canoles is out there. Hello and morning all. Good to see you. Share the stream, share the dream, and check out yesterday's video. A little video for you. Video. I love videos. Let's see. We got Fear the Crab Cat out there. What's up, Fear the Crab Cat? And Libby Priest. What's up, Libby? I love to do that with Libby's name. We've got Brandon Day out there. What's up, Brandon? Eric C. is joining us today. And the generosity of Ruby Hoove is ever present, it seems. We've got this weekend coming up as a member stream. And I think the following weekend is the High Rollers, or maybe it's vice versa. I'll have to look. I think it's been reversed for a long time on the schedule. Mark L. Hello. Let's see, said hi to Leaf. Oh, Jan Monroe's here. Hello. Along with Lee Kindler. What's up, Lee? Welcome back consecutively. That's right. I do pay attention to stuff. And Jess is out there on the Green Machine. Guys, we're in search of Randall Orser. I'm going to have to find a way to reach out. Razorbird here with the J-Raid. along with the Common Nerds and Mr. DeMark. Are you guys ready? Suit up. Because 6-minute preview for the 60-minute daily starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you're and whatever you're watching. Thanks for drinking out the 6-minute daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it. Let's start first with Nicolas Cage playing a nuclear apocalypse survivor, battling vicious cannibals in an action thriller called Perish. It's for sale right now at the TIFF Market, which is a film festival where people pick up things that they think they might want to own. I would like to own a Nicolas Cage movie. I just don't have the capital for it, but it'd be fun. And, this seems a little Fallout to me. Maybe he wanted a Fallout job and just didn't get one. Don't know, but what I do know is Mariska Hargitay is going to be hosting the Emmys. She's an Emmy-leading actress and has been around for 74,000 years with Law & Order SVU and other places. And she's going to stick around with those jobs and continue to host shows where she's going to win awards. This is going to be a little uncomfortable, I think. Moving forward, we've got JFK Jr.'s son, Connor Kennedy, put in Russia's most wanted list because he was acting as a mercenary, being charged in a Moscow court because he volunteered to serve with Ukrainian forces, which I also think is insane. But hey, just my opinion. Daniel Rohr, Lord Miller, set to Universal Pictures adaptation of Forrest Braziel's novel Paradox Inc. This sounds right up their alley. I think they will do rather well with that on the heels of Project Hail Mary. How about y'all? Maybe y'all don't know what that is. I do. Finally feels like we're back in 2019. At least that's what the exhibitors think. Movie theater owners rejoicing over a $4 billion summer, mostly driven by the $2+ billion of Spider-Man Brand New Day and the very slow walking legs of the Odyssey, which again, it was an epic poem, so it was an epic walk. It wasn't spoiled like a game of golf, but hey, Spider-Man's doing great. Fastest to 2 billion ever. We're definitely going to do a video about that. In fact, it becomes the fastest to 800 million at the domestic box office. That's big numbers, kids. And you know what? This surpasses Sony's all-time mark for a film ever, and it's only continuing to grow. North America will continue to reward this film because it's about as good as we've gotten since 2019. That's saying a lot. We got Beth Bears joining ABC Shifting Gears with Tim Allen. That's gonna be kind of fun. I really have liked her acting, her appearance, and her character portrayal in everything she's ever been in. So maybe this is a plus thing for ABC. You've got Variety reporting that Mutiny Review, talking about Jason Statham being diehard on a cargo ship. Well, sounds good to me. Anything Jason Statham's in is likely to be good if you're a dude. I don't know how the chicks feel about Jason Statham. Ladies, do you like yourself some Jason? He's kind of a tough guy, right? Former SAS guy that became an actor. Not bad. Speaking of not bad, this is not good. Lantern showrunner Chris Mundy talks James Gunn's hands-off approach. That's such a lie. That's being actually covered right now, I believe, over in either That Park Place or on Geeks and Gamers. We weren't shoehorned into anything, except that the pitch is identical to something that Berlanti rejected way back when. So of course they were. Of course. Vertical video economy is worth over $150 billion, or so they say. And that's even without China. At least that's from an Allen Company report. The question is, do you believe it? And if so, why is YouTube and other video platforms trying to limit your earnings as a creator? Well, because reasons. Anne Hathaway pushed really hard to bring Julie Andrews back for Princess Diaries 3, but the icon passed on the role. And Anne says whatever she wants. It would be nice to have her back, I'm sure, but they're not going to get her. Again, when you get older and your friends aren't doing stuff, maybe you're not doing stuff either. California AG Rob Bonta continues to embarrass himself, pushing a narrative saying that David Ellison is desperate and grasping at straws because he wants to require the states that are suing them for antitrust, which they don't really have much control over, to put up a bond to cover the amount of money that they're going to lose each and every day that this goes past October 1st. If I were officially the guy at Paramount, I'd be moving. I don't know about you. We've got An alarmed bond market getting Trump and co. to react, or in this case, just Scott Bessent, shifting focus away from things that were starting to slide. For example, a lot of stocks were sliding because of the, the issues going on with the AR market, and it's settling down, along with pressure from the bond market. So at least it started to cool yesterday. Meta's trial have the families testifying now. And here, of course, you see a demonstration with the names of the people that are no longer with us. Young people in their teens because of the pressure of social media. And the last two stories, we've got ice cream. Ice cream cones are an ingenious invention by American immigrants. Now, of course, they put it that way. Not Americans, not people that assimilated, but immigrants. Yeah, sure. I don't believe that at all. And the last story, of course, is our bear attack. A bear attacked a man at a Colorado apartment, the complex officials say. Of course, that's not what the video is. The video is of a bear having a swim in a swimming pool. Thank you, ABC News. At least it's something to look at. Cooling off in the backyard pool, likely around Lake Tahoe. One of my brothers talks about this all the time. Sierra Madre, California. I was right. Anyway, bears are everywhere, so while leaving the laundry room at an apartment complex, one just showed up at an apartment complex. I'm just going to say, y'all need to be bear aware. And with that, we are done with the 6-Minute Daily. Headed over to some bonus time, which I would say thank you for being here for. We'll come back with the credits tomorrow. Credits may become just a Friday thing, I think, especially since I need to update them with all the new names that have joined us. That's right, it only takes 1,000 members to pay for this channel, so I need more of you, about 400 more, because we're sitting at about 600 members, to get to 1,000 members. We have nearly 50,000 subscribers, although YouTube's doing their darndest to try to unsubscribe people. So double check you're still subscribed to the channel right now, and that would be great. Snowdub is here for bonus time, and he calls it something else, but that would be why he's interested. He really likes those things. Who else is out there? Putin's out there. Good to see Putin and Cat Slave. See a bear? Get out of there. Yeah, just be facing the bear. Do not flee in front of the bear. You become prey. You crew their attention. Don't do that. Don't do that. Can't wait for that show. Mr. DeMarc says, at least no one was barely injured. That's true, and that's been happening more and more frequently. Lots of maulings. Yeah, people are not as much fun to eat as aminals. Bears find that out quickly. We did have a bear story, and it wasn't a dangerous one. Yeah, Meta aren't the teachers teaching students. This is true, but they are. You've got parents abdicating their responsibility, letting people through. No Slacker says, our politicians embarrass us. I could not say that more clearly, cleanly, or otherwise. Oh, you mean the leaks Cosmic Book News covered over a year ago? Well, yeah, I think I covered them too. Lots of things happening in the world. We'll have to see what comes true over the course of the next few weeks. It's going to be interesting. God sees everything. Good morning to the beautiful people, the beautiful people. Broken Cal is here saying, I remember when you were stuck trying to get to 30K. Awesome, you're almost to 50. You deserve it, CC. You seem to really like a solid guy. Well, I appreciate that. That's high praise, and I appreciate that being said. Wow. I don't know what to do with that. My heart just swelled 3 sizes too big. Me and the Grinch. That's right. Griffin's View is here, and we have missed Griffin's View's history lessons. Griffin's View used to give us a daily update on today in history, along with just generally fun stuff. Reminding us that there's a bricklayer in the WNBA, and her name is what's her name? Angel Reese. That's her name. The favorite brick mason of everyone. Look at you guys. That's going to be a good day. Look at all these great people. I'm blessed. Commander Ed Straker's shadow has returned. Good to see you, friend, along with the very lovely Bonnie Gamester. How you doing, dear? All right. Sorry, work and work problems. That's okay. I'm just glad you're here. I was just calling attention to the glory that is you and you being here. I was in the middle of eating my 6 eggs today. I got through 3 of them and the avocado, but I still have 3 more eggs to eat for breakfast. So we're going to get to that in a bit. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Reese's are addicting. They are. And so are the me bounds that Reese throws up in an NB or WNBA game. So I've decided that the WIG National Basketball Association is going to be very popular with Royce White and Enos Freedom. I have a feeling that they're going to make the league what it will be in the future. Although they started to roll back, have you seen them kind of cowering in fear of the men taking over what should be a women's league? Oh, glorious. Gloria. Yeah, that's right. Charter is acquiring Cox Media, which is bad news for anybody who has Cox Internet. Unless you have a contract, they're going to be expanding their Spectrum product and all the rest of their broadband to 45 states. This is at a time when Google is finally getting their fiber into the other major metro areas. This is going to be hardcore competition. Maybe we will save some money. Maybe we'll be all switching to, what will we call it? Starlink. Yeah, hard to say. But I feel like this is a bonus story we should take a look at. Today, we're going to cover the Charter acquisition of Cox, which again, if you are in a Cox territory, this is not good news for you. Decent chance if you're not under contract, your prices will go up. And so there you go. So you got to get more TV and broadband options via Charter. I don't want Charter. I don't think anybody does. $34.5 billion. Acquisition of Cox, 38 million members to video, internet, and wireless services. The Spectrum brand to 45 states starting in September. This will close at the end of this month. The shareholders approved the transaction last July, and regulators signed off earlier this year. This was proposed in May of 2025. Wow. Might be a time to negotiate with your cable company. I don't know. And say, hey, I didn't order this. And you might even actually sue your state regulators because they allowed this to happen. I wonder if this is happening in California, and if so, if Ram Bonta is involved in a lawsuit trying to fight this. What do you guys think? You think that's happening? I don't know. Hard to say. I don't think so. I think we're just doomed. We've got a lot of transactions in the broadband market. I used to work in broadband. Yeah, I'm the reason that you have high-speed internet, or one of them. And I'll just say this. Oh, well. Oh, well. All right, let's get back to the regular show. There we go. Hello, everybody. We have some chats going on in the chat. Bonnie Gamester saying hi to Coffee, Ms. Pick Cafe, and Jill. Randy Thodo says, go Nashville Balls. You know what? If that team actually comes to fruition, can you imagine the super team? I almost said super steam, but, maybe in the locker room. I'm just saying. Meow. Off screen on your own time, please. Tell me if my channel's audio is good. Okay, I'll take a look. That's right. Looks like we made it. Bill Blom is out there. Hello. Spectrum is upgrading to fiber optics in my area of upstate New York. Well, fiber is more better. It's more faster, both up and down. If they don't try to rip you off. So there you go. According to No Slacker, we only have Spectrum in our area. They can raise prices at will, which you need to be able to fight. Well, let's see. Why is this bad, but Paramount thing is not? Paramount isn't going to reduce the number of movies that you get, nor does it reduce completely the number of studios you can have to one. If Cox is acquired by Spectrum, instead of being in direct competition with Spectrum, you have only one choice. Therefore, you have a monopoly, and that's different. Paramount acquiring Warner Brothers Discovery isn't a monopoly. Neither was Disney acquiring Fox. So is there an antitrust case there? Hard to say. There's not one for the states. There could have been one for the feds. But look, internationally, Paramount was glossed over to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery internationally. Everybody else doesn't care. It's just the blue states that do, or the attorneys general that think they can make traction on it, which is going to drive Hollywood out of the state of California and maybe to the waiting arms of Tennessee. I don't think it's going to go to Nevada now because Nevada's attorney general decided to weigh in. Bad planning on his part. But yes, why it was bad? Singular. Singular choice is monopolistic. AT&T fiber here, $85 a month. That's cheap. You got to love that. Yeah. Griffin's View says, I'll say it again. If I ever manage to create a professional sports team, the mascot will be the Honkies. I like that. Like a little squeezy nose. That'd be a lot of fun. I like that. Lemon water. We have coffee, too. I'm going to have to get a hit of that here in a moment. Just a moment. John Powell says, I actually left Comcast for T-Mobile Fiber. Get better and cheaper. A lot of people are changing it up. You know what I mean? And if Skylink actually ends up owning T-Mobile, you don't think you're going to have Starlink phone service and Starlink internet? Of course you are. Of course you are. Who else is out there in the world? Lots of great people. Barry the Music Man is out there. I love it. Plus Texas 84 saying hi to Mrs. Pig Cafe. Now, California passed a law to ban 70% of new tires available for purchase. Just go get them installed. Just go across the state borders to the smarter states. So, yeah, California dumb. Sorry. I used to love California. Now California dumb. California big dumb. Miss Glow 78. Saying hello to the common nerds. All right. Oh, hey, Freedom Seeker's here this morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. And AT&T Fiber, $70 a month for me. That's good. Those are good prices compared to what I pay. Of course, I'm also sending gigabit Ethernet up and down pretty good. I got pretty quick interwebs. That's why when it stutters on this end, I get pissed off because either it's them or it's the internet, internet intermediary, which in this case would be EVMux. But even StreamYard will occasionally give me a stutter. I don't stutter. Well, I mean, I do. I actually have a language stutter occasionally, but come on. Get out of Denver, baby. Bill Blom says, ripping off. I'm now trying to decide between Spectrum and SpaceX. That's right. I feel like we're in the midst of Command and Conquer right now. No slacker. Born and raised in California. Not sure how much more I can take. Hopefully Steve Hilton wins in November. That would be good for y'all. Kind of like the Reagan years and then the Schwarzenegger years. It's weird when you have only one political party wielding power for decades. You usually don't have a lot of new ideas, just reinforcing very bad ones. That's not good. That's not good at all. Davina Duckworth says, those California tires will be unsafe, I think. Designing tires only for the low rolling resistance. I have LRR tires. Will result in less lateral grip. While I believe the engineering principle there that you're mentioning may be largely accurate, I'll just say that I've had LRRs on both my giant pickup, which I had to pay a lot more extra money for, and they're 60,000 mile tires. The tread wear on them is pretty good. Same with a couple of my other vehicles that require them because they are hybrids. So electric vehicles seem to do really well on LRRs, but if they're designed properly. So like, let's say you have a Tesla, which is a very heavy car, or an Ioniq or something like that. You're going to need LRR tires that are able to handle enormous weights. So just think about that. Is Culture doing Dallas next month? Quite possibly. Haven't decided. You and I need to talk, dude. Pick up the phone. I have a couch for you. It's taking up one of my garages. I may drive my big truck full of couch to your house. Get it out of my garage. We're living in our own private Idaho, according to our friend Gollum. Agentic? What's happened to Agentic? What happened? What happened with Agentic, Putin? I'm curious. I know Anthropic's having some issues here and there. Really weird. Lemon water with a little mineral salt. Good stuff. God sees everything. Says I need to change my internet provider too. They just put Frontier Service. Oh goodness. CC enjoyed the Haggis drama. Oh, it was wild. We now know that the people have been doing very bad things behind the scene. Yeah, in the state of California, it was made very plain to me. Very plain to me. A tanker was hijacked. Guess who? No, you don't want me to guess. I get in trouble. I'm not allowed to say a lot of the words that popped in my head right now. I'm just saying. Cheryl Lynn, hello. Good day. Sorry so late. Well, we're just grateful you're here. And you're not that late, to be fair. We usually go for about an hour. Today, the show's driven by you because I don't have a lot of news other than Spider-Man Brand New Day is just continuing to crawl the charts. I mean, it's web crawling the charts. I'm combining two things there. The web slinger and the web crawler, if you take a look. It's really fun stuff. Look, I've been rooting for movies to do better. So, please forgive me. Oh, I've also been working on the web series I've been writing. So that'll be on an entirely new channel that I run, under an entirely new company banner that I own. So that'll be interesting indeed. Let's see. Let's see if we can change this filtering. Wow. Wow. So right now, Spider-Man Brand New Day on a Wednesday made over $6 million domestically alone. Sitting over $800 million domestic, international at 1.236 billions, worldwide over 2 billions. It's going to keep climbing. I'm so excited for this movie. I don't know about the rest of you, but 800 million domestic, like I said during the course of the show, is an awful lot. My expectation is this film continues to climb. It'll earn another $35-40 million this coming weekend, just domestically. And I think $2.5 billion is within reach this weekend, or $2.4 billion. And I think if it can eke out another 3 or 4 weeks, we might have a $3 billion film on our hand. So that's something worth talking about. Culture Does Dallas says Razorbird. Quite possibly. We'll see. Culture Couch. Hey, I have one. It's a leather couch. It's all recliners. It's one of those all recliner couches. Every seat, the love seat, even the seats, they're all recliners. I also know the household it's going to, so I know it won't last long. Isn't that right there, puppet boy? Jolly tears up couches. Rogue Thinker says, release the AI. There you go. Look at these lovely people. Rogue Thinker still has the coolest avatar. I think we should be allowed to use nunchucks. I think nunchucks are awesome. Ironcaster is here. I haven't figured out what the lineage is. It's either a son or a grandson of this channel. I don't think we've officially decided, but it's good to see you, my friend. Hey, have you talked to Jed lately? I haven't seen Jed. I need to pick up the phone. You could talk about hot peppers. Yeah, I love hot peppers. I didn't have any bloom while I was gone because it was too hot. I also didn't feed it with any bloom food. Believe it or not, there are certain things you can spray your plants with to encourage them to bloom. I know that seems strange, but it's true. I look a little fuzzy. Am I less fuzzy now? Like, you know, do I amuse you? Sean says, wine soon. Very soon, actually. I have a doctor's appointment next week. I think next Wednesday, which means I won't be on Wednesday shows. Oh, I got to talk to Lou about that. Anyway, so I got a doctor appointment next Wednesday. I might be able to get off, and that would be good, of some of the medications I am on. Andy Masterson's out there. Sketching out the Culture comic book. Are you really? Oh, man, that'd be great. I'd love to work with you or anybody on that. Right now, I'm working on, like I said, I'm working on a children's television series. So I am now, let's see. I'm working on the 3rd episode script currently. I've already got a pretty decent show Bible. We're really starting to do some of the areas of creativity that I haven't been able to do in quite some time. So, hey, Gollum. Let's see. We got some good people on the green machine today. It's good to see you all. Walter Tomaszewski. I used to work for King FM Classic for about 10 years ago. A digital to analog converter started stuttering and made our morning crew and classical playlists sound like Max Headroom. That's awesome. By the way, that was one of my favorite shows growing up. I was like, they need to do this. Of course, I think it started out on MTV, right? Hang on. And of course, the British actor that played Max was great. I think he was British. He had kind of a weird accent. Maybe he was from Boston. I don't know. He was trying to hide it. Just weird. Weird. Crouching Taylor, Hidden Swifty, our good friend Matt G. Thanks again to Ruby Who for gifting a Culture Casino membership. You can gift memberships too. Memberships are cheap. You can join the channel for about half the price of a cup of coffee at a Starbucks. Maybe even less than that. Probably for half as much as a McDonald's McCafe coffee. By the way, McDonald's is trying to expand into drinks. They think that the afternoon beverage area is where they're going to succeed, where they're failing in food. Oy. Anyway. Rogue Thinker bought some really good peaches. Now I want to grow them. How do I take the pits and make them big fruity? Vancouver Island. Just go buy a peach tree. Honestly, don't try to go from the ground up. With something like that, especially with a tree that you don't want to fight the sensitive ears and you don't want to take a chance of introducing some weird fungal situation or allow it to fester in the soil, just buy a sapling fruit tree. I know it costs a little bit of money, like a bushel of peaches, but I think you'll have a better time growing it than actually sowing it. Because you can sow the seeds of love, but sometimes they don't yield what you're looking for. And I would have to look up to see if peaches are what we call true to type. Because one of the fruits that I love, avocado, which many of you seem to not enjoy as much as I do, those are not true to type. So let's say you got a fruit that was a Haas avocado. The pit's not going to produce another Haas avocado. It's going to produce a different fruit. Because again, not true to type, which is why almost every Haas avocado you find anywhere in the world is from a grafted tree. So there's that. Snowdub wants only casting couches. Well, like I said, they get tore up. So, goodness, my allergies are running away this morning, guys. I'm sorry. Cat Slave, you are correct. It's a pity McDonald's doesn't use real hamburger anymore. Bill Blum says, my greyhounds have no interest in the couch here. Well, that's good. Razorburn. Culture, how about Chinese stars? Those are more fun. I'm unfamiliar. Oh, you mean like for like the ninja work? Yeah, those are fun. The Grim Dark, otherwise known as In Theater, is here with a cup of coffee. That's a good idea. Let's have some coffee. Hang on. Let me call Pro. Y'all are trying to find out if he's okay. All right. Or maybe I'll just text him. Hang on. So let's see. All right. No slackers worried. So. Have you recovered from pepper haggis fest? My audience wants to know you're okay. Should I call Jay? I haven't talked to Jay in a bit. You guys want to hear me call Jay? Yeah, call Jay. That should be a bit. Like once a week I call somebody. Dan Funk's in the chat. Good to see you, Dan. Disney 3XJC 1982 says, I read Tom Holland is rumored to be getting a payout in the 9-figure. Yes, no, he is. $100 million. Okay, so this is how it works in Hollywood. I didn't get an answer back yet. Might be shopping or doing something fun. So Tom was paid upfront $20 million. Then you have a shared pool, and your contract designates how much of a shared pool of film earnings you get from box office. It's not a first dollar contract like what Nolan got. Nolan got a first dollar contract, which takes money from the split. So once the split's made between the theaters and the studios, before they take that money, they have to split 20% off to Nolan. Nolan had a 20 against 20 deal. That's the way Tom's deal's written. Tom and the other major stars, I'm going to use quotes here, major stars of the film, they have a percentage pool that comes off, and then they take a percentage of that percentage pool. So, yes, Tom is ultimately going to be right around $100 million. So he's got more legs than a spider. I'm just saying. Yeah, about $100 million to date on this $2 billion box office, which is good. Zendaya actually only made $8 million for her role. I think that Ned fella made like $6 million, or the guy that plays Ned. I don't know. People like him. I don't know why. I mean, he's a decent actor, but outside of that, he's got the personality of a Pez dispenser, and that's kind of mean. Let's see, a swizzle stick. No, that's kind of mean too. I'll think of something. Anyway, no, he did make a lot of money. Yeah, I'm still fuzzy. Dang it! I don't want to be fuzzy. Can I zoom in? Let's see if we can zoom in. Ooh. You guys can really see my nose run. Wow. I pulled my hair back today. Now, I mean, not really. It's not in like a tie or anything. It's all over here. But I put my headphones on. I pulled my hair and then put my headphones on. No hat. Juliet's bouncing out. Good to see you, Juliet. Thanks for all you do everywhere. And, of course, Smiths and Sons. Please add nunchucks to the Dancing Bear video. You know what? That would give it some we should have karate lessons with Culture Bear. That would be a lot of fun. Maybe we'll make a video of that someday, because it's not hot enough in that suit. Good gravy. That is the hottest thing. I put that on, and I'm going to tell you right now. So the wizard costume, plenty hot. By the way, I was around before real life fake wizard was as the wizard. I'm just going to say, and I love that guy, so don't misunderstand. But I was around first. Anyway, the bear costume is way more hotter, which is why I know that when Jay says that the Canadian bear costume is hotter, it is. And I'm going to start doing what Jay and Pro do. Like, I'm going to set like some of the super chat goals like crazy high. Like, if you want me to do, whoa, that was weird. That's going to show off just how dirty my desk is right now. Let's not do that. I got letters and everything all over the desk. I'm going to do what they do and set the super chat goals crazy high, and you could get me to like wear the bear costume or something. Yeah, because I mean, I'm not grifting hard enough, guys. I'm terrible at it. I just like to talk to you. I consider it a privilege to hang out with you every day. I love your presence. That sounds interesting. Anyway, I would like more presents. Anyway, presence wasn't the right word. That can be taken in a lot of different ways. Anyway, so Canoles reminds us that in case you missed the end of the pro show, he actually ate a three bites of a ghost pepper. Yeah, he did. It was hot. You need to do a Rocky and Bullwinkle restart. That'd be fun. Hey, Rocky! Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. I don't think I could do Rocky anymore. I'd have to work on that. I'm not, before I do it out loud, I'm going to have to practice. But. How many super chats for the Mankini stream? For Canadian $2, our wonderful friend, Is This Live? Joins the conversation. It's good to see you. It's been a minute, my Canadian friend. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to wear a mankini. I don't think anybody wants me to wear a mankini. Plus, some of my squishy bits would not fit into the Borat mankini. I don't know how he did that. Razorburn wants to know if I'm working on a Godzilla filmed children's show. No, just a regular kid show. I mean, honestly, that's where I was headed. Before I was going to be doing YouTube, I was going to be looking at children's television. So, yeah. I am a real American. Wait a minute. Max Headroom was an American? He sounded British. Wasn't he recently in, hang on. He was recently in a Netflix series, sci-fi series. The books are better. And they ruined it by the second one. Kinnaman was in it as the lead character, Kovacs. And why can I not remember the name of the Netflix show? I don't know. Meow says, my entire channel is run on handheld. See, that's awesome. Razorburn says, Culture, you need to make a Johnny Quest style children's show. I think I could do that. I need to talk to some of the animator friends we have out there. I haven't seen one of our regular animator friends, though. Kind of a bummer. John Powell says, yeah, American. Saw him in other stuff. Really? I thought he was in Brit. Canadian or American, basically this exact. You know better than that, John Cusack. Sean, the artist formerly known as John Cusack. All right. Something happens and I'm head over heels, Razorburn. Sowing the seeds of love. Drafted avocados. Grafted with a G, like grifting, only with an A. Grifting. Speaking of grifting, where's my super chats? Does it sound like Jeremy yet? You guys are awesome. Oh, jalapeno type thing. Yeah. Ghost peppers are, I think, third on the Scoville scale for hotness. Carolina Reapers are the ones that will tear the enamel off your teeth and destroy your gut line. Okay, maybe it's not that hard. It's pretty rough, though. Carolina Reapers are rough. So, yeah. Call Jay. He's not on the daily. He isn't on the daily today? Good. That was the one thing that kind of, bummed me out. Is like all of a sudden people started invading my morning time. And I was kidding, but I'm very grateful. Dean Krantz drops 5 CultureCasino memberships. That's 5 cups of coffee, Dean. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you. It's good to see you, friend. And I like when you add context to the conversation. because you know. Some people don't know. Ground control to Major Tom. Speaking of which, the Tuesday tirade returns next Tuesday. So there you go. All right, I'm sorry. I got distracted. How many super chats for the... No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Gojira. That's right. You got to say it right. Altered Carbon. Dean is the other half of my brain. Altered Carbon was the name of the show on Netflix. First season was brilliant. Perfect. They got Kovacs exactly right. And then season 2 came around. And we got race change everything. Crazy stuff. Michael Steele adds more context to the Max Headroom conversation with a Blue Jays hat emblem. I love that. Matt Fuhrer was born in the U.S. but raised in Canada, which is why his accent sounds so wild. Well, there you go. What? He was in a great episode of TNG, actually, where he plays a time traveler. Yeah, but isn't he a fake time traveler? Like he stole somebody else's ability to travel through time? His father was in the Canadian Navy. I'm not going to try to irritate my Canadian friends, but I'm like, so was he in a kayak? You guys have boats? That's a joke, everybody. Calm down. I love my Canadian friends. Charlie, Zulu, Oscar. You are awesome. No, you are awesome. And once again, a big shout out and thank you to my pal, Dean Krantz, who apparently is the other half of my brain today. Look at all those names go green. I love it. Cat Slave over on the Green Machine sends me $1 to make me holla. Yeah, do not wear a mankini on stream. Okay, well, there you go. Gifties are in the chat, courtesy of Dean Krantz. You should set a super goal to goat us. No. Guys, I'm a different kind of like streaming dude. Like, I want the channel to be successful. I want it to pay for itself. That'd be like a pipe dream. But if it did, and YouTube's making that harder. And I don't know how to get the money from Rumble. I need somebody from Rumble I need to talk to somebody from Rumble. I need to get that Rumble wallet thing to work. Or for it to pay to my ex money, which I still don't know how that works either. All I know is I got money in there. 2 Penny Puppet got a freebie. There you go. Which means next week, next week, basically, if you're a member of the channel, you're going to get early access to almost every video next week because I'll be able to get back ahead and not making videos day of. Enraged Mennonites. No, we like the Mennonites. They're awesome. Yeah, the Altered Carbon books by Richard Morgan, which are up there somewhere. Yeah, those are excellent. 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 That's water. Lemon water. I need to get back to the coffee. Canole says, rough time frame for your live stuff. Didn't used to be. I used to own the morning. So there's that. No slacker for 5. Well, look, all I have to do is say, I'm grifting, and then I get money. Look at that, the California Republic. Yeah. Hello, enjoying the show. We'll purchase membership from you and Pro when Gifted One ends. Well, thank you for that. That's amazing. And congratulations on being gifted a membership. So, Kirunte says, if you have a kid in Japan, they aren't Japanese citizens, etc. That's how the world and reality works. Really? I think you should have to pledge allegiance. And I think if you don't put your hand over your heart for the national anthem, your citizenship should be revoked. Especially if you're in the WNBA. Oh, I'm going to get yelled at. So many libertarians are going to freak out. It's okay. I just think it doesn't cost you a lot to do things that are respectful. I am a real American. There's even a song about it. Ost51989 says, I don't have much faith in Doomsday Script. Neither do I. Because Marvel is re-releasing Endgame with newly filmed scenes. If they can't go off of what they had already, means that Marvel doesn't know what the heck they're doing. Well, yeah. Yeah. So true. It's 100% true. I want to say your name's Austin, but that's probably not accurate. Ostentatious? That's your new nickname. You're going to be ostentatious. Speaking of ostentatious, Bonnie Gamester for 5 says, my favorite grifter. For my favorite grifter, buy a new man key. I will not. They don't look comfy. They are pinchy in the gooey bits. Let's not do that. That's a quote from Iron Man. Or an Iron Man quote. Not the first movie. What is that, the second one? Maybe the third one. Oh, wait. He's a real time traveler, just a liar. I don't remember that. I mean, I remember the episode. TNG was one of those shows that I watched, like, religiously, whether it was on live or a rerun. He was in a boot. There you go. Wait. Canole says they have icebreaker ships. Yeah, but that's just to make it so cargo ships can get through, right? They don't have, like, real boats. Didn't they just recently contract to pretend like they were going to have real boats? I think submarines. Again, my Canadian friends, I joke. I kid. Andy's headed to work. Tell Andy he's awesome. He's great. Dean Krantz says, currently the Canadian Navy is larger than the UK, which was not on my bingo card for the 20. Neither is it on mine. That's wild. You have to remember, the British ruled the seven seas for a very long period of time, especially during their colonial years. Maybe it doesn't pay to decolonize. Read.
No, Stephanie. No, decolonize. Recolonize.
A little short circuit for you.
Number 5, alive. No, disassemble, Stephanie. Reassemble.
Anyway. Once again, thank you, No Slacker. And I'm glad you got a membership. Catsley says, Culture, you still haven't gotten your Rumble money? I don't know how. I've tried to do it 3 separate times. They kept changing the way you had to, like, verify or whatever. It's crazy. There's money there. I'd like to see it. It'd be great. I'd like to just route it to my X money, so then I have to figure that out. By the way, the X money thing's pretty cool if you get a chance to use it. Let Elon know that I was the one that recommended it to you. Looks like it's a new way to do money. More better. Water keeps you cool. Well, I'm pretty cool. A lot of water. I water the garden a lot. According to Commander Ed Straker, Shadow is reminding us all that, as per usual, the 6-hour daily is pants optional and catered by Mexican Iron Man's food truck. Delicious rabbit chicken tacos and burritos. Can't go wrong with those, kids. Ms. Pickoff says, after a quick search, to retrieve money from Rumble as a content creator, you must first ensure your account has earned a minimum. I have that threshold. WJB Daily says, I made it before the replay. You can request a payout through your account dashboard by navigating to the payment section and selecting your preferred method. I'm going to have to, Morgan, somebody who does this regularly, we're going to have to talk. Let's see what else is out there. Austin says, yes, it's Austin. But you like ostentatious, right? You can be ostentatious. I don't know. You know, sometimes people used to use words to try to hurt me, especially on stage. I would just embrace them. That's not so bad. Be a little ostentatious. I don't know. Let's see. I just want to say that allegiance isn't worship. I don't believe, Putin. Pretty sure those are distinctively different. Michael Mallory in the house. Good to see you, Mike. It's been a minute. Boo from Tennessee. Or maybe it was boo. Like a surprise. There you go. This live says, what I am hearing is trebuchets to fire off unpatriotic people out of the U.S. and provide entertainment for the rest of us. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like if you're being paid to do a job in the U.S., you should be grateful enough to at least be respectful of the nation that you're in. He stole a time machine from someone in the future. Yeah, that's what I remember. I thought he was a thief. He was a time traveler. You are correct. So this is a weird episode. That's a weird one. The U.S. Army has more boats than the U.S. Navy. What? Like pontoony things? The Army is the Navy now? In the Navy. The Common Nerd says, Short Circuit 2, I still say, is the only sequel better than the original. I love that movie. Well, you need to go talk to Jonas J. Campbell. He hates Short Circuit. Or maybe it's Blaine. All I know is that between the two of them, they have some of the strangest takes in film ever. And I love those guys. Georgia Peach, pretty sure that the time traveler role on TNG was supposed to be Robin Williams, but scheduling got in the way. Wow, is that true? That's amazing. That's amazing. Look at all these wonderful people. Fire Chief's in the house. Fire Chief was watching the Ghost Pepper Fest last night. The RCN operates 12 frigates. Really? 4 patrol submarines. Are they diesel or nuclear? 5 Arctic and offshore patrol ships. 4 coastal defense vessels. And 8 unarmed patrol training vessels. That's like might as well just say target practice. They don't have any arms. These are the target practice boats for you to hone your range in. I'm just kidding, of course. Yeah. Who else is out there? Canadian naval geese. Okay, I learned something important. Okay. A people that I know and trust told me that my plan to put ducks on my homes. I'm still gonna put decks, but ducks on my homestead wasn't as good as geese. I should have geese. They're very territorial, and they're like you can have guard geese. Guard geese, like the ganders get all like flappy and stuff. Does that sound right? Does that sound right? I've heard this. Oh, Bonnie Gamester wants to know, when is the next garden place, please? I think I will be able to get one done this Saturday. I will put the last bit of roof, because the next episode is already set in stone. It's going to be me finishing the roof of the greenhouse so that we can move on. Because you guys have to witness me building new planter boxes, elevated planter boxes for inside the greenhouse, and a brand new 25-foot long, 32-inch wide double planter for tomatoes and peppers. So there you go. Angel Feliciano, pants are optional. Well, there you go. The world is a vampire sent to drain. We just have to say thank you to the amazing Fitty D for 5 Culture Casino memberships. Good to see you, Teddy D. Did you and Joe Pro's pain? The stream of pain. I will always be stream of pain. Morgan King says, we do have diesel electric submarines that are old. Well, there you go. I did not know. And I'm not being disrespectful to Canada, as the Canadians here can tell you. I love Canada and the Canadians. I do.
Number 5, alive.
That's right. Once again, Dean Krantz says, for your green machine problem, look up Natalie Brockwell. Ooh. She does a lot of crypto and digital security content. Excellent. Dean, thank you again. You've been far too generous this stream. Thank you, my friend. So good to see another gray beard in the chat. Smiths and Son says, WJB Dailies, yes, the Army has more boats because the Navy, they are called ships, not boats. Well, that makes sense. By the way, I'm still going to say this. Still love this avatar. I think this is amazing. Holy cow, God Sees Everything is finally walking on their 6 screws and a wire replacement knee. Thank you, Lord. Going shopping for the first time since May 31st. My goodness, a.k.a. Bionic Woman. Congratulations, young lady. May God bless you. I hope your day is extraordinary. It always seems to be an issue. Suffering after surgery. My goodness. Yeah, those geese are savage. See? Gooses. Geeses. I want a goose that lays golden eggs for Easter. There you go. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. Uh-oh. Still no response from Pro. Sean, I don't believe you. Sean says, I love flock and data centers. Yes, you do. Scooter Pop says, it's just your imagination once again running away from me. Is this live? Says only one of those subs are operational. I don't know. You guys are buying 8 more subs from Germany. We beat the German U-boats, but hey, you go. You don't like Americans anymore. Hey, we're not going to get subs or anything from the Americans anymore. We're not going to get guns from them or missiles. We're going to go to the places that, just because we don't like the president. Okay. Common Nerd says, I heard guard geese are good. Got to raise them from young so they imprint with the chickens. You gotta love the chickens. Is the roof cardboard? No, the roof is a polycarbonate, rolled polycarbonate. So instead of the stiff, rigid panels, which I'm actually considering making walls out of in the future, They are a rolled polycarbonate, so a little bit more flexible. We'll get that rolled out and done. And once again, thank you to Finity for the 5 Culture Casino memberships. More people becoming gifties. Yeah. Nerium Noah has returned to membership. I haven't seen Nerium in forever. I hope she's okay. I always worry about her. She was on the verge of being booted from the country. Michael Mallory said true. I'm not sure what's true. This much is true. This much is true. I know this much is true. Speaking of which, Davina Duckworth says, King of Suede, I will always be King of Suede. Are all those nuke subs polluting the ocean? I don't think so. Trying to catch up with you guys. You're chatting like, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Michael Mallory just realized 6 eggs. Yikes. Yeah, I eat 6 eggs every day and an avocado. It's protein and fat, available fat, soluble, immediately consumable, and processable fat every day. So, for the most part, barring travel. Fire Chief says, CC, are you going to be redirecting us anywhere today? Let me see. Let's see. Let me entertain you. Let me make you smile. Okay, hang on. Is there anybody out there that you guys want to see? Do you know anybody? Let's see. We have friends. Well, I got friends in some places. And now, because of the YouTube logarithm, we've slid down below 48,000. I'm really starting to hate the logarithm. I'm going to have to work triply hard now. Let's see. G&G talking about Naughty Dog, Theme Park Casual, Mike Harlow, Meat Radio, Dos, Nerdrotic's live. Well, Nerdrotic's always live now with the live channel. Let's see. There's like 7 million pops. Pops, you have like 7 million streams scheduled. Nick is going to talk Trek Season 2, Episode 6. I think that's tonight. Lorena's live in the future. Guys, do you guys have suggestions? Because I don't see a lot out there. G&G. I need know. Av Lord says, hey, Culture Casino, good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you and you. Archer Merchant for 5 Culture Casino cash. I have met this man. He is delightful. I spent a lovely period of time having great chats, learning more insight than I could have possibly imagined. So thank you, Archer Merchant. I am sure even the betting odds, Bonta loses, everyone turning against him. Yeah. I think it's pretty easy to call that one. Pretty easy. Oh, yeah, we want Japan to make one aircraft carrier for each Chinese carrier. That'd be amazing, right? Man, some of the carriers being built right now are like cities. Insanity. Wait a minute. Tennessee's kind of soupy. Yeah, it's a little humid right now. You realize it's a subtropical rainforest. Most people don't know that about most of Tennessee, especially the Rockies, or the Smoky Mountain. Smokies, not Rockies. Rockies, Colorado. Although Rocky Top, will always be. Home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top. Rocky Top, Tennessee. I guess Pro is out for healthcare. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, so I heard Discover's being bought by another one of the credit card companies. Did not know that. Are you going to drive the tail of the dragon? No. Oh. Wait, Pro's actually going live at noon? He is? Hang on. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I'll look it up. WDW. Pro. How is somebody trading on Pro's name? With a show called Daily Fast Pass. Oh, goodness. What is this set for? It's not set for a time, so that's not real. Is there anybody going live? Theme Park Casual. He's a friend. Outlaw Bill. He's got some streams set up. Disney Fan Civil War. In a half an hour. Pro is going live. Well, goodness. There you go. That's what you're going to do with your Thursday. You're going to get redirected to my pal Pro. And you can go over there and ask him about his innards and how his innard health is. Who else is out there? Sean, the former artist known as John Cusack, says, I used Pro's name on Blue Sky. They insta-banned me. Well, there you go. Bald Casino? Oh, your hair is shorter. It's not, though. Hang on. Ladies. No, it's just not very well combed, brushed, styled. Yeah. Oh, wait. Comic Book Cast 2 has a podcast at 1:30. There you go. Thank you, Angel Feliciano. Aniel. Can I say Aniel? Aniel. Tennessee's still kind of humid. Oh, there you go. Scooter Pops reminds me that his regular scheduled show is scheduled. Okay. What's the name of that actress that really overpronounces an SK? Schedule. It's like there's a SCH going into the K. It's very weird. I want to say Holly Hunter. What, the hair thing was kind of scary? What? It's just hair. Wait, I even have a brush. Hang on. Got a brush. It's already past my collar. I donated my hair like, what, a month and a half ago? It's already past my collar. I'm never going bald. Not without doing it on purpose. Or I have to undergo some kind of like treatment. Wait, Outcast Creative. I like Outcast. With Lance at 3 o'clock today. Okay. Awesome one's like, I'm not usually awake at this hour. Why? Because it's the middle of the day in Florida, my friend. Yeah. fabulous casino. There you go. CC, I got 200-watt solar panels in this week. Awesome. It's the start of us going off grid. Excellent, friend. I wish you lived closer. There's some new research on ground-based panels that I find interesting. The problem is keeping them clean because of dust. But the numbers are looking pretty good for them, rather than having them set off the ground with a stand. Although I'm a big fan of trying to target the sun with your panels. So there's that. Canole says, so you aren't getting your hair shaved like Lorne? No. Isn't Lorne... Look, I asked the question last night. I got ridiculed by Pro about it. Wasn't Lorne supposed to have to shorn his eyebrows too? By the way, we need to start that as an emoji campaign for Pro. Shorn Lorne. Right? You want the shorn Lorne emoji. I know I do. Shorn Lorne. Shorn Lorne. It's got a nice ring to it. Just saying. Plus, he said he's taller than me. That's a lie. About the same height. And then I guess I'm going to have to play Michelle from Force of Light in basketball. Now, she was a collegiate basketball and volleyball player. You know, I'm just this fine arts kid. You know, it's going to have to beat a woman in basketball. It's going to be sad. Maybe I can get some sixth graders to come and play too. When is the Culture Makes Friends Easily show starting? We don't have any of those. I do not. Pro is actually, Pro's taller than you think he is. He's taller than 5'5". He's got a really cool camera setup. I think it does him a disservice because of its position, its angle. He's not that short. That's right. We should all go into Pro's show today saying we want the emoji to be Shorn Lorne. Shorn Lorne. Look, I'm not super tall. I was 5'9". I have shrunk because of age. If I get on my tilt table for a few months, maybe I can recover some of my height. But I will always be this beautiful. Ladies. That's right. No, Pro is not AI, but he is pro AI. He likes AI. I like certain aspects of AI. I like it when Putin does stuff. Putin's been doing some of the great stuff lately. It's pretty cool stuff. My pal Jesse's out there wearing the hat. I really can't get away with a bowler. I look better in a nice Stetson. I do not look good in a bowler. Canole says, "Yeah, you stepped into the basketball contest last night." Well, I'm a boy. I'm sorry. Yeah, either you're 6 foot and over or you're not. I'm not, and that's okay. And any girls that think that you have to have a 6-footer or taller dude, you're going to be waiting around because the percentage of men that are that tall and straight, and wealthy, there are not many of them. There's a calculator for that. Wait a minute. SpaceX is sending a rocket in about 10 minutes? Okay, I'll go check that out. Yeah, I did not like how Pro ate that haggis. Well, I think it's rough. I think it was rough. Kilt basketball? Oh. Yeah, charge controller is always the key. I'm a big fan of micro converter for every panel, especially if you're considering doing any pass back to the grid. So that's a whole other conversation. Georgia Peach says, I'm shorter too. It happens. As you get older, you get more shorter. More shorter. Excellent English there, Culture. All right. I'm doing great. Space Ghost. Hello. What's up, friend? How are you doing today? It's great to see you. I love that. Yes, the universe tends to unfold as it should. That's right. Almost always. Yeah, don't put a lightning rod on your panels. No, don't do that. Oh, man, that's another one for don't do that. Man, I found a don't do that. I wish I'd have grabbed it. It was on X. Somebody like literally electrocuting themselves. Now, not to not to die. They didn't die, but they like was like, don't do that. That's 220. You're putting in a new range for your kitchen. Turn it off. Don't just grab wires. Don't do that. That looked bad. Like, could have died kind of bad. Yeah, I mean, I know they're expensive, but I do like the micros because, like I said, every if you put a micro on every panel, and then you run things in series or in parallel, it doesn't matter. It's handling everything. It's not mishandling anything. And then when you get to the end of the chain, depending upon how you're connected, you can manage everything from there. But always pay attention to the strict watts versus volts rules that apply. You do not want to destroy your panels, your inverter, or anything in between. So yeah. Yeah. All right, we got to get out of here, folks. We got 20 minutes to pro. I need to eat I need to eat 3 of my 6 eggs because I didn't get to them yet. They need to be reheated. I just want to say y'all are great. Solar panel pieces are not that expensive. That's true. The batteries are probably the highest cost. Also true. Batteries are ridiculous now. I would build a battery, by the way. I would buy cells just like I would buy. I would put together my own solar panels to be fair, but I'm kind of a freak. You buy seconds and rejects, and you test them, and you set them into your own array and everything. So there's that. Anyway, we're going to get out of here today. We're going to have a bear dance because I know you guys like the dancing bear. Ladies, anyway, I'm out of here. Be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. I got a chance to say ladies 3 times in this stream. And until next time, see ya. Again, remember, it's Shorn Lorn for the emoji win. Shorn Lorn,